though. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clorinde. But if you get any ideas, tell me first.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorinde was being sincere with you.
I know, I just... She's...
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for! Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Navia and her gang saved us! Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Clorinde who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. As such, we're still partners. There's no need...
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her good...
All right, you two. That...
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow? Who?
Yes. All thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
How did that help?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said. That the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky. Fanta only comes in sweet flavors, so how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also...
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Yes. So, if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak.
Huh. Really?
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate. But whoever did this left no... That's when I figured out that you might be in danger, and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name.
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Well, it can't be a coincidence that the Traveler fainted just now. He said that he heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too, but it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then? Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
New intel? While you were out cold?
Well, let's hear it, shall we? Oh, that is important. Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened? Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate. Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners. And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula, after all.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But...
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Very good. But
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue.
This is your base?
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's...
Well, our funds have been... After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have...
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago.
Your father... He was the previous boss...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to...
No. I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this top... My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call... 3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor.
Oh no.
I do not believe my father was a murderer. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to... 3 years later, how could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself. The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Ah, so that's why you're so
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a... However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, then I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill... If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me. And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Demoiselle, please. If there is anything I can do...
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the... Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took... Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strain...
Wait! If Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching...
But how could... never mind.
There is one other thing.
Oh, her? Well, then, isn't that as good as saying... Yeah, that's...
Miss Clorinde has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but... See, there was only ever one...
It's not that I don't understand her.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel.
Afterward, Miss Clorinde told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety. Yes, that is our understanding.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the... All right, anyway. That's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end. Thanks. You two should go and
Yeah!
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest...
Adventuring underground is way more fun than I thought.
Paimon slept so... Huh? Navia?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back. But never mind that. When did you get back?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new...
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone.
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anyway. I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in...
Does that mean we're too...
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find... And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette. A place where detailed files on all the cases and... If the Oceanid you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able...
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working... In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we? Aren't you coming...
No, it's nothing.